Our next question, which seems to be very common, is hurricanes and, which I don't understand tsunamis, but hurricanes and weather in general. If you follow the maps, you're going to find out that all prevailing hurricanes here, let's say June through, I'd say end of November would be about the highest peak. Between June and end of November, you're going to find every storm takes the same pattern as it does for the east coast of America, Florida, Cuba, and the south coast, Texas and New Orleans and that area. Okay, they all come from the Pacific is what I'm saying. Now, Cabrera is blessed with a mountain range just outside of its city limits. Now, this mountain range works as a natural barrier against hurricanes to the degree of safety that you won't find shutters on any home. And I'm talking homes that range into the multi-millions of dollars. I can't afford anything close to that. I have a tiny little home, but if they don't see a need to protect that kind of investment with hurricane shutters, that's got to give you some information. What happens typically, I've been through several of them, is as they come in from the Pacific, you'll find that the range breaks them up, and we're going to get winds anywhere from 35 to 55, 60 miles an hour is where it peaks. But we're going to get about a week's worth of rain. And for our vegetation here, that's actually quite good. But we're going to get a week's worth of rain to the point where even the public water system for about 12 hours is going to have a brownish tint to it because of some of the mud from the actual flooding from all the local rivers. That's where the city's water system comes from. So it's not treated water, it's not full of fluoride, anything like that. So you're going to find more of these natural type of situations, which, believe it or not, for your body is good. The body needs to be introduced to some sort of impurities for its immune system to be able to combat them. That's why people aren't running around with allergies and sick every other day. Myself, I haven't had a cold in 3 years, but that way your immune system stays in track. But the way, and nothing's impossible when it comes to weather, but the way a hurricane would have to track, it would have to come in from the Haiti side or the side of the capital and actually make a veer, a hard veer and almost a U-turn to hit us directly. Is that possible? Well, it did happen many years ago, but is it a threat comparing to anything on the coast of America? East Coast or South Coast, in our experience, absolutely not. So as far as a tsunami, anything's possible because there are fault lines all around the world in terms of, and if one did shift under the sea, that could quite potentially develop a tsunami. Has it happened? No. But like anything, it could happen. It can happen in Florida. It can happen in California. It can happen in New Orleans. But has it happened? Well, no. But to answer that question, I would say, again, bless the stars up above for the mountain range that we have. Because that mountain range is quite high. And there's absolutely no way any tsunami in history could have ever approached anywhere near that elevation. So that's about all I've never really been asked much about tsunamis, but that's about all I can tell you on that. With the mountain range, and you don't get too much warning with tsunamis, but with the mountain range being there, I would just really drive up Loma Alta, and I would park myself up on top of the ridge and wait it out. But I really don't see that to be a threat whatsoever. Hurricanes, justifiable questions.